Welcome to Mike's apartment, where we have a drink review and mix some comedy along the way. I am Mike. I am your host. With me tonight is my co-host Thom. Thom, how's it going?
Pretty good today. I got the week off, so just relaxing.
Oh, awesome. Tonight we are going to review Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog. As you can see, maybe my bottle's not the best one to be showing. It is made with dairy cream, rum, brandy, and blended whiskey.
So I'm looking forward to trying it. I poured it. I'm using a mug. I think you're using a
Cup.
glass,
I'm just using a cup, yeah.
but just one cup. It was like a third of the bottle almost. So
Yeah,
I
these
filled it pretty full.
they don't
But
go they don't go a long way, do they? That's all right. Well,
not
we're
with
gonna
people
test this
like
out,
us.
not with people like us. So just we go into this a little bit, in our review, and we'll talk about it a little bit later too. Five is at the top in Mike's apartment. It's ambrosia. It's food of the gods. Zero is crap. It's shit of the gods. It's not good at all. I would suggest let's just give it up and let's have a taste. Cheers. Merry Christmas, friends,
Yeah, Merry
or
Christmas,
whatever
Happy
holiday.
Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever.
yeah.
Festival of
Diwali's
Lights.
coming up.
Yeah, Festival of
Yeah,
Lights. Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
Mm.
Chug, chug, chug.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
pretty good stuff.
It is
Mm.
actually. I like
I
eggnog.
used to I used to get the Kirkland brand rum from Costco
Mhm.
because they would give like a big bottle and it was cheap, really good. But this I haven't had that in a couple years, but this is different. But I think it's good.
I like it. I like it too, but we'll let it mellow. All right.
Yeah,
Our serious conversation tonight. I'm going to try to go fast with this, but I want to kind of explain it in case anyone has not seen it, though doubtful, as it's kind of erupting all over the internet. All right. In October 2025, which is still this year, but about 2 months ago, Olivia Henderson of New York, she posted a TikTok video alleging that one of her Doordash customers had sexually assaulted her. Apparently, so she's the DoorDasher. She works for DoorDash. The
or
cust
Dasher.
Yep, the customer put in a leave at the door order. Now, Ms. Henderson claims that when she got there, the door was open slightly, and then she apparently looked in there and saw that the customer, a male, was on his couch naked from the waist down, and she claimed that that was some type of sexual assault. Now, a couple things. A few things have happened since then, but the thing is, if you watch the video, and we're not going to post here, we don't, first of all, we don't do that kind of editing here. That's too much work. Number one. Number two, there's plenty of other places you can see the full video, or what she claims is the full video. What happened though, and we're going to kind of cut to the gist, but we'll go back to her in a second. Later on, the customer's Ring video showed that his door, the customer, his door was actually not open a little bit. It was closed. She allegedly, no, we don't want to get into lawsuit territory here, but allegedly, she opened the door on her own and then recorded this customer lying half naked from the waist down on the couch. And she posted it to TikTok with no editing, no blurring of anything out. So after a couple of viral videos, she kept reposting. TikTok kept striking her because you can't post nudity, right? You can't just post nudity. So they gave her some
Yeah,
strikes and took her down. She claimed that she was the victim. No one would help her. She did report the entire event to the police, after which she claims that they wouldn't help her. But anyways, I don't know if her TikTok, if the account is actually down or not. She did get several strikes though. Her DoorDash account has been deleted. Like she can't work. She
fired.
cannot be employed. Yeah, basically, yeah, she's basically fired from DoorDash. But now the police are charging her with 2 criminal felonies. The specific charges are number 1, unlawful surveillance in the 2nd degree, and number 2, dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in the 1st degree. Not only that, should this male customer decide to, he could have a civil lawsuit against her for what she did. So now, I mean, this whole conversation, it brings up a lot of things. How female DoorDashers maybe face, sexual assault, or at least, some kind of harassment that could happen. But at the same time, in this very specific case, it sounds like the police did not charge the guy. They're charging her. And I think it mostly has to do with the fact, well,
he has evidence.
Yeah, his ring, allegedly, now, we don't know, we haven't seen it, but allegedly the ring video on his door shows that the door was closed when she arrived. She opened the door of her own volition and looked in, saw that, and then just started, maybe she saw an opportunity, quote unquote. The thing is, too, if you watch her videos, she's basically screaming. She is screaming about how she was the victim and then she's been sexually assaulted. But a couple things here, like, well, actually, before we go into everything, Tom, I don't want to leave you hanging. I want you to. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you also mentioned, I think, and maybe you already said it, and I might have missed it.
Oh, no worries.
The guy was passed out. He was unconscious on his sofa, unaware. So he wasn't even making any kind of comments to her, or
for sexual assault to happen, there has to be intent. You can't have intent if you're unconscious. He wasn't just impaired. He was not like impaired and sitting on his couch. He was unconscious, which her own video proves. He wasn't even aware of what was going on. Her claim is that he saw a female's name on his DoorDash order, so he decided to pull down his pants or something to expose himself to her.
She's projecting intent.
Yeah.
So there's no way to really prove that, right? I mean, unless if the guy said, "Yeah, I saw a girl's name and I decided to take my pants and underwear off," or what. But no, I mean, he was, as far as we know, there wasn't any of that, right? I mean.
Correct. He was unconscious. I think it's not disputed either. I think she admits that he was unconscious when she got there. I don't think at any point did she say that. She never said he was impaired. And then when the police questioned who really is the victim here, the guy, he's technically or allegedly, he is the victim because he was the one who someone, walked into his home. I mean, yeah, okay. You know what? Maybe it was not the best decision making on his part. Maybe, don't get super drunk, order DoorDash and become half naked. But we don't know what kind of night he's had. I mean,
I've ordered DoorDash when I was drunk.
Yeah, I think we all have ordered some kind of food delivery service when we're intoxicated. Yeah. Maybe we don't all end up, naked. But still, then again, he had an expectation of privacy. The truth is this: when you're in your own home, you can get as naked as you want. I mean, there's nothing you can get.
The order said leave it at the door.
Yeah, and the order was leave it at the door. So how she interpreted that as assault, I don't know. I mean,
and the fact that he said leave it at the door, kind of when we were talking about, you mentioned sexual assault requires intent.
Yeah.
And the intent was leave my order at the door.
Well, the thing is this too. If he had, let's think about it for a second. If he really wanted to, get her or whatever, he wouldn't have made the order leave it at the door. He would have made it a knock, come into the door and knock or whatever, right? But that's not what happened. And I mean, that's like the biggest thing that I would say here. I mean, I think this young lady from New York, I mean, she's gonna have 2 felonies on her record. I mean, there's no way around. And the worst part is she recorded her own crimes.
So we've heard a lot of people throw around the term toxic masculinity, right?
Sure.
Is this an example? Or I guess I wasn't aware of the story until you mentioned it tonight.
Sure.
So, but would this be an example of toxic femininity? I mean, it's like kind of the
Well,
opposite of toxic masculinity, kind of trying to play up I'm the victim here, but because I'm a woman and all this and then she kind of fabricated a story. It sounds like to me,
this is this is the thing. She does have some defenders, I think, from the feminist circle who have talked about creepy customers or people doing
like
stuff. But
feminist.
in this
I'm not
specific,
against feminists, but
yeah,
still,
I personally, we're not like super. Despite one of our earlier videos, we're really not red pill here. We're not like red pill
yeah,
people. I have no, I understand that there has been some institutional sexism,
yeah,
and people can call, I don't want to get in too much into that because
yeah.
I don't want a whole
But
patriarchy
but
argument, but
it sounds like in this situation she fabricated it.
she made this, she created the issue of her own
Yeah,
volition, which, and not only that, she committed crimes against, and again, like, we don't know anything about this guy. Maybe he just had a really bad breakup. Maybe someone in his family died. Maybe his dog died. Maybe his car stopped working. Maybe, it could be a million different things. Like, why was he depressed and drinking? And, we've, maybe we haven't all been there exactly, but who knows exactly, like, what happened? Maybe he got up to use the bathroom and then came back and just was so drunk that and maybe it had nothing sexual necessarily about it. I mean, who knows? It was his own home, though. Regardless of whatever happened, this was his home, his privacy, and now her claim was that the door was open. But let's argue that for a second. Even if the door was open a little bit, that is
yeah.
still no invitation to walk in and record this guy and then post it on TikTok. That is not the appropriate thing.
Especially since the order said leave it at the door.
This is what she should have done. And maybe she was trying to look out for this guy's safety. Maybe she was like, oh, the door's open. Maybe something's wrong. You know what then? Be professional.
No,
Open it
she
up.
didn't.
See that. Yeah. Open it up. See that. Don't record. Put his food, just, he's over there, whatever. Maybe close the door, set the order down, leave. That's it.
Yeah.
That's being professional.
Or
But that's not what
if
happened, though,
if
because
if she was worried,
yeah.
if she was worried, then call 911 or something. So,
Yeah, or something.
dude,
Yeah.
but it sounds like she had, we were talking about intent
Victim
earlier
complex.
with
She
sexual.
wanted.
So
Yeah.
she had intent when she saw. Well, she opened the door. Who? I mean, I guess I'm confused about why she even initially opened the door. Which, from what you said, the Ring
Later
video
on, yep,
allegedly
later
shows
on,
her
yep, the Ring video
having opened it
allegedly.
because it was
Now let's,
closed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
a,
I said allegedly, but
yeah,
but
definitely. Yeah, so yeah, the
I
Ring,
don't know. I don't want to. Yeah,
his Ring video showed the door was closed and she on her own opened it up. The thing is this, I mean, maybe she peeked in the window, but this is the problem. She was opportunistic. She was manipulative. She's the one who engineered this situation. And really, for feminists even, this makes women kind of, in this type of
look
he
bad.
said she said situation, look bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like she engineered and opportunistically took advantage of this because she wanted a viral TikTok where everyone was like, oh, poor her, she's the victim. She's playing, it's a victim
So worth it?
complex.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, probably not now. I mean, I'm gonna get, you got 2 felony charges. I mean, she's gonna have to go to
Yeah.
court. I mean, and this guy could in theory sue the crap out of her
Yeah.
for more money
Yeah.
than she's worth, and she was
Yeah,
already.
she could go to jail over this, right? And
Oh
then
yeah, she could serve
after
8
she gets
years.
out of jail,
8 years, up to 8 years of prison time she's facing.
wow.
She could be in prison for 8 years. Probably won't
Yeah.
be. I mean, I'm sure it's a first
But
offense,
that
but
felony
still.
stays on your record
Oh
permanently,
yeah.
right? And when you apply for jobs, that has to be reported when you're applying for jobs, right?
Yeah, any job, most jobs, yeah.
That could affect her future employment then. No, I shouldn't say it could. If she's found guilty of those felonies, it will affect her future employment.
She will have ruined her whole life. her own reputation is now. I mean, really,
Well,
I think.
I know somebody who was charged with a felony, went to jail for it, and they they're out of jail. This was a few years ago, and they've paid back whatever to society, and they didn't have a sexual thing involved. It was like money issues. But
Okay.
anyways, they're out of jail now. They're doing pretty well for themselves financially. They paid back whatever money they had, they were supposed to pay back and all that. But it's still on his record that he's a felon,
Sure.
and but he went there. There are services that help people after they get out of jail find work. So
But it's
I mean,
still it's still pretty rough though, right? I mean, that's
but
still.
yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tougher go of it, I think, for her after she gets out of jail, if she is convicted and goes to jail. But
Now, with all that said, maybe kind of to point the light in her, maybe to give her a few points here. The thing is, we don't know her history. She may have actually been the victim of a real something, harassment or assault. We don't really know. She may have been something, and so she was kind of projecting those issues onto this. But this was the wrong way to do it. And to put it all on TikTok, I mean, I don't know what else she expected exactly. I mean, even if, again, even if it was what she claimed, that the door was open a little bit, there's still no reason to walk in there, video the whole thing, and then post it on social media where millions of people can see it. Why would you do that? Why?
yeah,
You just want
mm,
attention? I mean, you want to. It does sound like a victim complex. I mean, whether it's legitimate or not, I will never probably know. But I mean,
yeah.
it's just wrong. So, anyways, that's what we. I don't know. You got any other thoughts about Ms. Henderson or what
I
happened? I
mean,
mean,
I like for me, like I just found out about the story right before we started the show, so I don't think I have any right to make any judgment one way or another about what this lady did or didn't do, and about the guy. Did he what was he passed out? I mean, that sounds like both sides say, yeah, he was unaware of anything going on.
I think she never
But
claimed it, and I think the video she took showed that
mm,
the guy was completely passed out. Like he was not responsive. He was
yeah.
not conscious. So
So, but based on the story as I'm aware of it, I think uh, this could possibly shine a bad light on the feminist movement. People on the other side might say, "Oh, look what feminists do. They take videos of somebody who's unconscious and unable to take care of themselves, whatever at that time, and they're naked, and they make a video of it and post it on TikTok. That's what feminists do." So I think it could, be used in a
well,
bad way politically, whatever,
but not just
or
feminists,
whatever,
right? Like all
or
all victims of sexual assault
yeah,
now will be like, "Oh, you're just opportunistic," or something. And it's like
yeah,
this hurts all victims. I mean, it really
yeah.
does. We're all
And not
legitimate
not just
victims.
women, I guess. I
Men
mean,
too, yeah.
I guess when it, yeah. So from that perspective, I think. But I think it sounds to me like this lady made a lot of bad choices. Like you said, we don't know what was going through her mind, what her situation was. We don't know what the situation was with the guy, that was videoed. Yeah, but I don't know. I To me, it just sounds like I think the story as it is, she was being opportunistic. Like you said, I don't even know what her intentions were, except, I mean, what's she going to get out of it? Like, you mentioned maybe a viral TikTok
Well,
video,
technically,
but
you
she
could
she went to the
financially
police
benefit from them.
though.
Oh yeah, she also reported
She,
it to the police, but they would not.
so
And she's like, they won't help me. And it's like, they won't help you because you went to the police and reported your own crime to them. They don't even. I mean, what did
yeah,
you just do? You just you just defeated yourself. I mean, you turned yourself into the police. I mean, don't blame anyone else. And all, but the thing is,
yeah,
Thom, and maybe after this, I'll maybe after our video, I'll show you a couple of them. She is very vocal. She is very like keeps like she's like screaming. I mean, she's like literally like screaming on these videos for attention, for like some acknowledgement that she's the victim, and she's saying that she was sexually assaulted. And that's like maybe the worst part about it is because everything else, maybe could have been whatever, but it wouldn't have been that popular had she not done all these things to try to get it. I mean, she wanted a viral video. Well, I guess she got it. I mean, and the thing is, she could financially benefit from, you can, at a certain point, you can make money off of these videos. If you get 1 million plus views, I mean,
Wow.
yeah, you're gonna be.
Can she make money off the video if she's charged with and found guilty of felonies because of the video? Would
No,
TikTok
well,
legally be able to pay her the money that
well,
she would have otherwise
so
made?
already right now she has, so on a TikTok account you can get strikes. So those videos
Hmm.
have already been deleted by TikTok, and she has strikes on her account. So technically, no, for those videos, though other people have recorded it in other mediums, so the video is still available to see if you really want to see it, but TikTok has
Yeah.
deleted it. So no, she technically can't make money on TikTok with it, though she could take it to another medium and do so. However, based on what's happening
Get a
right now,
ghostwriter and write a book.
I can, well, technically, like right now, she probably should just like not say anything. I mean, in her legal, if
That's
she has a
the right
lawyer,
answer.
yeah, if she has a lawyer, they're probably telling her don't post anything in regards to
No, I
this
mean,
at all.
when I said the ghostwriter and have them
Oh yeah.
help you write a book, I meant like after she gets out of jail.
Oh yeah.
I guess
I think
she could do interviews like on news shows or whatever and get paid that way. I
she
don't know.
could, but this guy who's the victim, if she does get charged and he is able to push a civil lawsuit on her, he will be the one getting all the money. I think in a lot of cases when there's if you record something of your
Yeah.
crime and there's a victim, technically all the money, like they say, like a lot of like serial killer, not that I'm not trying to say she's a serial killer or anything on that level, but I'm just saying in general, a lot of these serial killers who give interviews or books or whatever, the estate still has to pay at least some of that money to the victims or the victims' families. Because it depends on the civil law. I mean, clearly that would be a big thing. Um, but yeah, no, I would say
Mhm.
it's not gonna be a winning scenario for her. Even if she does go and make some media afterwards, it's not worth up to 8 years of your life losing your freedom,
No.
all kinds of charges, a civil lawsuit. I mean, the things that she'll be facing because of this, no, not worth it. I mean, probably. This is a this is a was it FAFO? Fuck around and find out. I mean, that's I hate to say it, but in her case, and again, I don't know her background.
Uh,
Maybe something bad did legitimately happen to her, but in this specific case, it does not appear that she is the victim of anything, and in fact, she's the perpetrator. So we got that. All right. Anything else you want to talk about regarding that, or
I think we need to rate this and get on to our
I
other
think
subject.
I agree. All right, Tom. What is it? Where are we at with this eggnog?
No, um, I think I'll give it a 4.25. Obviously, you've gone through it already. It's like-
What did you say?
but
Say that again. What did you give it?
no, I think I'll give it a 4.25. I think I really
Wow.
like it.
I'm just gonna give it a 3.0. I like it too.
Average.
It's
It's
above
average.
a bit. It's a bit more. Let's say 3.25. 3.25. It's a bit above average, but
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I think I like this more than that Kirkland brand I was telling you about earlier.
mm,
But
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
I like it. It's good if you
so
guys want to try something, an eggnog type alcohol drink. Definitely recommend it. Well, the recommendation speaks for itself, but I wouldn't say it's like the end all be all. It's kind of it definitely like masks the alcohol. So if you want to get you know,
Yeah.
drunk and not
No,
know it.
yeah, it's one of those
It'll
what
sneak up on you.
I label as a dangerous drink.
Oh yeah,
It
it'll.
is a little stronger than
Whew,
say like wine.
yeah,
It's
I can feel it.
almost 15% alcohol. So
Yeah, I can.
it's
I
like
can
4
feel it.
2.75 or something.
I can feel it.
But
All right,
anyways,
tonight our movie conversation, and I'll let you do a bit more of the talking here, Tom. But it is The Others, starring Nicole Kidman. Tom.
produced by Tom Cruise,
Yeah,
who was her husband, I think,
yeah,
at the time.
ex husband now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I, this is, I don't know if I'd mentioned it on a previous video, but I had bought the movie. I think I'd watched it, or no, I think I might have been watching it for the first time, but I fell asleep. I had been out delivering newspapers, got home and put it on, and then dozed off on the sofa. And I had some of the strangest dreams from all my subconscious listening to all the stuff going on the TV. But so The Others is a ghost story told from the perspective of the ghosts. Spoilers. And the ghosts are unaware that they're ghosts. They think that everything happening in the house with the living that are actually there, opening doors, taking down curtains or whatever, they think that's ghosts doing stuff. When it's actually Nicole Kidman. Should I just give away this
Yeah,
everything
it's
here?
been over 20
Okay.
years. Yeah. So there are
So yeah,
spoilers here. If you haven't seen it,
yeah.
stop watching now and go watch the movie. But if you
And
don't
go
care,
watch it.
just.
We recommend it. It's a
but
great movie.
but if you've already seen it or you don't care, just keep watching.
So the story centers around this manor. Where was the actual location? Because it was taken over by Germany in World War II. Because
It's like
I remember Nicole Kidman saying, "We don't have any power because the Germans kept on cutting it off. So we just,
it's either
you know."
England or France. I'm not sure
But
exactly, but I'm
but
not sure.
anyways, they're on an island, I think, right?
Hmm.
And and you have Nicole Kidman, and she has two children, and she says you have to, and then it starts off when these three servants show up, and she's giving them all the rules, and because all the other servants just disappeared like a week or two ago, and so she's going through. She's like, first off, when before you open a door, you gotta shut and lock the last door you just opened, and then you can open the new door. And then same thing, next door, shut and lock this one, open the new one. Also, whenever my kids are coming into the room, you have to close all of the curtains because they're photosensitive and exposure to sunlight could kill them. And I don't know if that was actually a real condition or not that they might have had, but what it turned out was Nicole Kidman, and her husband was off fighting in the war, and then he's presumed dead, I think. And but anyways, the kids keep on saying Dad's coming home or whatever, and or the son does. The older daughter keeps on saying no, he's whatever, he's dead, and she's etc. But anyway, so it turns out Nicole Kidman actually killed the kids and committed suicide about the same time that the servants supposedly disappeared. Well, I don't think that they disappeared. I think they're ghosts now, so they don't see the living. Um, but throughout the movie, like strange things happen. Like the Nicole Kidman dresses her daughter up in I don't know if it was like a
The
for
wedding
a
gown. Yeah, it was the wedding
yeah, the
gown.
wedding gown with the veil, and told her not to sit on the floor and all that kind of stuff. Well, she leaves and then comes back, and she's sitting on the floor, and she looks like the old woman, right?
I am your
Uh,
daughter. I am your
so
daughter, Tom.
Nicole Kidman like tries strangling her own daughter. But plus to the movie, Nicole Kidman tried leaving the house, and the servants are like, "Should we like tell her like and bring her back?" And like, no, she'll make her way back.
She'll figure it
And
out.
when
Yeah.
she's out in the fog, she finds her dead husband, Chris Eccleston, who I love. He was the first Doctor when they brought the Doctor Who series back in 2005, etc. A few years after this movie. But so uh, and then he leaves. I don't know. I just the movie had so many fun things. Even knowing all the spoilers,
Oh,
rewatching it
oh, those
about a week
photographs
ago.
of the dead people, including the
Oh
servants. That
yeah,
was so spooky. You
yeah.
saw that, you're like,
Uh,
whoa, what's
there
going?
were a few where there were a few that I think had them in it. Besides that, or maybe I was
No, I
not
think
seeing
they're.
it
No, I think.
correctly.
No, I
But
think you're right. There were some other people in
but
there.
but Nicole Kidman didn't recognize them
Yeah.
in the pictures
No,
until she saw the picture of them all sitting on that bench together, dead.
and they died from
So,
tuberculosis.
mhm.
Now, do we want to
So,
say how she and the kids died?
oh, I said that she killed the kids. I already said that.
How did she
She killed the
kill?
kids and then killed herself.
But she
She
smothered them
smothered
with
them.
pillows and then she shot herself. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways, I just wanted to be specific there. It's kind of creepy.
But
It's kind of
yeah,
almost like a Sixth Sense came out, and that was the big plot twist, like in 1999 with Bruce Willis.
99.
Yeah, I
I
think
thought it
yeah,
was earlier.
I
I
think
thought it was 96.
I thought it
But
was
maybe
99,
I'm
but
wrong.
anyways, either way, in the 90s, late 90s, Sixth Sense came out. And then this movie, The Others, comes out also with this big, huge plot twist. Because when you're first watching it, I mean, you have like no idea what is going on, and then you see that, and then you see like Oliver was the living child. The family had hired a medium, like a spirit medium, and they had come.
Who was the old lady?
Yep, and so the spirit
She
medium
was
had summoned those
blind,
ghosts.
right?
It looked like she had like milky white eyes. So I would assume she's blind, but apparently she could see ghosts or something, or sense them somehow, or summon them even. But yeah, you find out they were all over there. So the family that had, hired her to provide her spirit medium, her ghost summoning services, they decided the house wasn't worth it, and so they leave. But then they know that others will come back, and then sort of in the end they're just
Yeah.
like we will, this is our house, no one will ever, yeah, and the
Well,
servants
and then
kind of explain it.
the daughter was saying that oh she was in bed with her brother. They weren't doing anything inappropriate. They just slept together because they were
Yeah,
scared,
that's
whatever.
fine.
Um, but the daughter had commented on
Mm,
she had seen a ghost or whatever named Victor, I think.
yep.
Um, and then they were in bed that night, and Victor kept opening the curtains. It was night, so it didn't like hurt them necessarily, but the daughter was like said to her brother, I can't remember the kids' names now. But it was like, hey, go close the curtains. And finally, she said, I'll do it, But she was like sitting on the side of the bed, saying that with her back to her brother, saying that Victor was doing it, and then she was doing Victor's voice, and the brother was like, "Oh, you're just trying to scare me or whatever," and she's like, "No, I'm not." And then she'd do like, "This is Victor," whatever, kind of changed her voice. But then she's like, "Fine," she says, "Victor, just touch him because he's not going to believe me otherwise." And you see this creepy hand reach down and grab the brother's arm, and he like starts screaming, and then if I remember correctly, I
They
think
woke
Nicole
him
Kidman
up.
came in,
Yeah, they woke her up, or
and
woke her up.
then she got mad at the daughter because she said the daughter was lying about Victor and wanted I think she wanted her to apologize or something. She wouldn't.
Or
And
admit,
so then
yeah.
Nicole Kidman, the punishment was she had to read the Bible from the beginning to the end, whatever, on these stairs until she admitted what she had done and apologized or whatever and asked for forgiveness. And her mom kept saying, if you die as a child and you're a liar, you go to like this purgatory or
Yeah,
whatever, and you
limbo.
just
Yep.
suffer for limbo, and you suffer forever. And then her daughter's like, no, no, I read about this, and they no, you, I was baptized, so I don't go to limbo, I'll go to heaven. And Nicole Kidman's like, oh,
Give me a
just do it.
pillow. Give me a pillow. I'm gonna take care of this right now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
no,
take care of
and
this
then Nicole
insubordination.
Kidman, like she's having all these experiences, like they have a piano in the house that she says has can never be used. The thing has to stay closed. Well, somebody is playing it in the middle of the night, and um, she goes into the room and there's nobody in there, but the piano lid is up. And so she closes it and then she turns around and it's open again. And so then she closes and locks it, and then the door slams. And all this stuff is happening that's freaking her out. And she finally asks her daughter about it. And I can't remember the exact order of things, the events, but her daughter had drawn a picture of the family with like crayons, like the dad, the mom, Victor, and the witch. And she had numbers by each of them showing how many times she had seen each of them. And like the dad was like, say twice, the mom was maybe 4 times, Victor's 7, the old lady like 42 or whatever. I don't know if it was 42. That's the number from the ultimate answer from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie in books. But that's another thing we should probably look at sometime.
Well,
Anyways,
only if it's
but
my long tea time of the soul. Oh, wait,
uh,
just kidding.
we can bring in Dirk Gently too because the
Yeah.
books actually do overlap. But anyways, um, no, I just there was a lot, and so ghost stories nowadays are all about the jump scares,
Yep.
and this had some, but I think they just um trying to think of what I wanted to say. There's a lot of drama and stuff going on, right? But there's always that tension that
But it was
of
subtle,
suspense.
like it's like a subtlety
Yeah,
and it builds up.
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
do a perfect job.
And and you don't really see the living except for that one time when the daughter was in the wedding dress and you could see the old lady.
I am your daughter.
So, but
Hope
doors
that
would
gets caught
slam and
on
all
the.
that. But no, and then the servants, of course, they were dead too.
Yeah.
I remember at one point the old lady was like, you know what, I've had enough of this. Let's just let the cat out of the bag
Yeah.
and tell him. And then Nicole Kidman comes back into the house, and the ghosts had said they were going to take all the curtains down, and all the curtains are gone,
Yeah.
and she's panicking because her kids, they're photosensitive, they're going to die, and she like brings them into a room, and there's like a chalkboard, not a chalkboard, I think it was like a cork board or something, or whatever. Anyways, it was like, and it could flip over, whatever. And she kind of put that in front of the window and had the kids sit in front of it, so they wouldn't be in direct sunlight. And then I think the old lady points out, "Oh, you know what? They're in direct sunlight and nothing's happening. Do you know why? Because you killed them." No, she didn't say it like that. It's like, because you're dead. And and then they had she's Nicole Kidman kind of freaks out. The daughter ends up. I was trying to remember when I was watching it how they figured out that they were ghosts. How Nicole Kidman came to terms with that. And at this point, Chris Eccleston had left,
Yeah.
and
He went to heaven or something. I don't know. Or he went back to the
yeah,
war,
yeah,
the endless war
or
that he can't move on from
yeah,
either. I mean, who knows what his. It looks like they
yeah,
did, however, they did. You don't get to see it, but I think there was supposed to be like a sex scene, like he spent the night, and they were kind of like naked in bed
they woke,
together.
they
Yeah.
woke up naked. I mean, you don't. There's no nudity in it, so uh,
And we know Tom Cruise was already okay with nudity though because Eyes Wide Shut had come out earlier with Nicole
yeah,
Kidman and
I
Tom
I
Cruise.
haven't seen that,
Oh
but
my, we might have to do a review on that too, but at some point.
was that Eyes Wide Shut? Was that crap? What's his name? The director who did like The Shining and stuff.
Roman Polanski. It was
Okay, well that's not the guy
No,
that I
this
was
is
thinking
the
of then.
he. Now you want to talk about a sexual? Well, we talked earlier about sexual abuse. Roman Polanski is the real like he literally did like molest or sexually assault some young girls. One of them, I don't know what happened with him exactly. He was banned from America, so he could only direct movies in France. But somehow he got caught and had to come here and face the charges. And I'm not sure exactly we won't go too much into that. But no, I think the director was Polanski, Roman Polanski, he had also done Eyes Wide
Yeah.
Shut. But if you notice, Eyes Wide Shut was also filmed in, I think it was France or England or so. I don't remember like all the details, but no, he was really whatever. And I guess apparently his victim, one of the victims, she was one of the Manson people. She, like the Manson murders. Remember Charlie Manson? And that was one of the people from that. She lived. She wasn't like
Yeah.
killed. But I guess eventually though, like it had been like 30 or some years since all the events
Yeah.
had happened, and she said,
Yeah.
despite his crimes and everything else, she just kind of wanted it to go. Like she's like, I don't want to revisit this. She just told the prosecutor in California that she didn't want to go through with it. And I don't know exactly we'd have to look it up because I don't know. I mean, he definitely deserves some prison time, if
I
if not
do
more. But
remember Charles Manson because he used to always tell me, "Call me Chuck."
what was it? Sharon Tate was the main
Yeah,
woman, or do you remember?
I
Was it
I
Sharon
don't
Tate
know.
or something like that? Yeah, I don't.
You missed my joke.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Say it again. I apologize.
I said I remember Charles Manson. He used to always tell me to call him Chuck.
Oh, Chucky.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but back to the others. So at the end of the movie, the so we already know they're dead.
Yep.
I don't think it had been revealed at that point that Nicole Kidman smothered her kids and then killed herself.
Shot herself in
But
the face.
what happened was the living family was having a séance. Victor was in bed, whatever, in a different room. So it was just the parents and the old lady, and I think
There was a guy
one
too,
other.
right? Yeah, there was like
Yeah,
some
like
guy who was
I don't know if
talking
he was like an attorney or realtor, whatever.
something. Yeah.
That, but anyways, they were sitting around the table having a séance, and Nicole Kidman comes in, and that's when she realizes what happened. And I think the old lady tells her, um or somebody, somehow she finds out what she did. She realizes she smothered her kids and killed herself. There was something I remember with Chris Eccleston when he was back. He was like, they had a conversation like when she was changing her clothes or something about, and this was before the sex scene. I think I think she asked, "Are you mad at me for what I did?"
Hmm.
And so it's like they're having a conversation about what she did to the kids, and but I don't think she realized it,
No, there wasn't.
or maybe she had done something else before he left for the war. But they never really talked. They never really revealed anything like that. I don't think. So you really get the sense that the conversation was more about, yeah, on a rewatch, was more about what she did to herself and the kids. So she went nuts,
There's a lot
basically.
of clues. Yeah, there's a lot of like little clues throughout the movie. It's worth watching twice at least. Because first
Mhm.
watch, you're gonna get all the information on the front end. But if you watch it a second time, you'll knowing what happens, you go back and you're like you pick out all these little clues that they put in the movie just to kind of,
Yeah, I mean, even though we spoiled it here, a
well,
lot of the
20
stuff.
it's more than 20 years
But
ago. You can't really
still,
claim
but I mean,
spoilers.
but I mean, even if you've never seen it before and you're kind of into that sort of thing, movie or story, it's still worth watching it, even though we kind of gave away all the big secrets, because it's told very well visually. The writing, all the presentation stuff.
Oh yeah, the mood, the atmosphere, the just yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
like everything just happening around them all just
Hmm.
lends to this like creepy aura of this mystery almost too. Like you know that something is going on, though you might think it has something to do with the, like they kind of like blame the servants for a while, so you might think like something's up with like the
Where'd you
servants.
hide the curtains? Where'd you hide the curtains? It's like we didn't hide the
Yeah, I
curtains.
mean, so there's three of them. There's the old man. He's kind of like the gardener. He can speak, but he kind of goes along with the older woman. She's more like the housekeeper. And then they have the mute maid. She's a younger woman, and she apparently is mute.
20s, whatever.
Yeah, and she can't speak. But those three, the
They
three
explained why
servants,
she was mute. Yeah.
they explained it, but I think the big thing was, all three of them had died from tuberculosis, which, at the time was get your TB shots,
And that was
everyone.
that was in the 1800s that they
Or
died.
yeah,
Because they had been hiding their gravestones. The gardener guy
yeah, the gardener
was
guy.
like burying them in leaves. He was like raking up leaves in one scene, and when Nicole Kidman came out and then ran out into the woods and found Chris Eccleston. But no,
Actually,
they
I think she went up to the gate though, right? She went up to the gate, and that's where she isn't that where she let him? It wasn't the woods, was it? I thought it was like the
she
gate.
ran out into the woods. She ran out into the woods. That's where she met Chris Eccleston,
Oh, I thought it
or
was at the
found him.
gate. Okay, maybe I
Well,
misremembered.
no, they were in the woods, and then she brought him back.
Okay.
Um, but how she found her way back through all that fog was, I don't know.
Oh, bless you, man. What's
Excuse
going
me.
on?
Oh
Old man,
man,
you're getting too old. You're getting too old for this
uh,
shit.
I have allergies. I have allergies to like pain. Uh,
Isn't that the middle of winter? What's going on here with the allergies?
oh
What
my
up?
gosh. Oh man, I had to shovel yesterday, and then the day before I shoveled a bit too.
Oh,
But
don't give yourself a
but
heart attack.
I was pacing myself,
Yeah.
but I was pushing myself a bit. But
You got you got
uh,
you got two boys. You should have put them to work.
I should have,
Put
but
your
they were in
boys.
bed, and I wanted to get the sidewalk
Oh,
done before it hardened.
okay.
Because the plow went by, and the snow was pretty soft, but the stuff that the plow pushed up onto the sidewalk and in front of my driveway hardened pretty quick. Because I got out there before the sun came up, and that shit was solid or getting there
Ugh.
already. So,
For everyone who doesn't know,
but
Tom lives in Minnesota. That's a pretty common
yeah.
thing that happens there. Unfortunately or
So
unfortunately.
I need to. I think I need to get a spark plug or something for my snow blower so I can use that instead. Let that do the work. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
But
So,
anyways,
all right. So, movie. We definitely recommend it as usual. Again, we don't really we don't really rate the movies. But yeah, I would definitely say see it at least twice. Maybe allow some
yeah.
time between the two showings just so you kind of don't remember exactly everything. But no, it's a great
Um,
movie, mystery, horror, just the general vibe
I,
is really good.
I think one of the nice things too that help it to hold up is it was, I think, 2001 that
Something,
it came out,
yeah.
or around there, but they didn't use any computer graphics that I can
Oh
remember,
yeah.
except for maybe some background stuff like when they were outside in the house or something. I don't know, but
Or they
but
used dried ice. I don't know. They could have sprayed dried ice everywhere and made it
yeah,
foggy like that. I mean, it's possible.
yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't
Yeah,
know for
but
sure.
well, but I mean, what I'm saying is, whatever, if they had any special effects, a lot of them were probably practical, and so when you're watching the movie, there isn't anything that really sticks out as bad graphics.
Yeah.
Um, like the old lady in the wedding dress, it's probably just makeup and whatever, and you couldn't see it, even if it was bad makeup, you couldn't see very well because she had the veil down and all that. So
Are you mad? I am your daughter. What? That's the thing too. Why are people so afraid of old people? Like old people are just creepy. That's gonna be us someday. But man, old people are just creepy in general, aren't they? They don't even have to do any practical effects. Just show her old skin, and it's like, ooh, put a bag over that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
is that why they're called a bag
A
lady?
bag lady, yeah. Put a bag over that head. I'm so kidding.
No,
I'm so joking right now. Sorry.
yeah, no. Old people are sweet,
They can be, yeah.
or they can be, or they
Or
could also have.
they can be nasty too. I don't know. But
But we can save that for another video.
old people,
But
our old people video. I don't know. yeah. So
We're
I
close. We're
mean,
getting close.
yeah, we're getting close to the end of this video. So I mean, I don't have a whole lot else. I would say if you like our little show here, our little thing we call Mike's apartment, you can like, subscribe, dislike, share,
Comment.
comment, whatever, hit that bell, do whatever you want to do, really.
And we'll just keep on showing up and having a good time. Hopefully, more
Yeah.
people will join us as we go. And
But if not,
uh,
that's okay too. We want to entertain you guys. But and again, if there's
mhm.
something you want to see, if there's a sort of alcoholic beverage you want us to talk about, if there's a movie you want us to talk about, if there's a current event issue that's not, we don't get into super political things here. We do like to talk about current events a bit though, just to kind of stay, you know, relevant, topical. I mean, we want to be somewhat those things. So yeah, if there's something you guys want to see, just let us know, and we'll try to accommodate you. Anything else, Thom? Any other thoughts, concerns, suggestions? I'm just giving out
Nothing
options
really
here.
to, yeah, nothing really to add here. I mean, like Mike said, watch the movie. Uh, Even if it's not really your thing, you might actually like it because it's a well told story.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think sometimes it's good to kind of get out and try new things. And so if it's not your thing, maybe check it out. Give it at least a once through. It's
Yeah,
great story.
yeah, definitely. All right,
Watch
everyone.
it in the dark.
We may do more videos this week. We'll see. So, anyways, though, have a great night. We'll talk to you later.
Good night.